Hello friends, welcome to Props and Wheels. In case you are new to my channel, let me give you a quick background. I have been flying electric RC fixed-wing aircraft for many years. Once COVID-19 started, I purchased two little mini drones for my kids to play at home, and I was so impressed with the technology in those $30 mini drones that I start buying my own drones. So I start with the smaller drones, and then I moved up to the larger camera drones and even GPS drones. However, being a cheap person, not spending too much money, trying to stretch my dollar as much as I can, I have been looking for deals. And this package contains a deal that I got from Banggood.com. I'm not sponsored, I paid my money for this. This is a camera drone that was on sale, and it was about $29. With the shipping, it cost $31. I really hope this will live up to my expectations. The last drone I purchased, which was a camera drone, was Vizio XS809 HW. And I had great expectations from that one, but it didn't really live up to my expectations. It wasn't very stable. The software, the app was not that easy to use, and the video recordings weren't that great. But let's see how this is going to live up to my expectations. Again, this is a camera drone, as you can see on the picture. It has a camera. It tells you that it uses 2.4 gigahertz technology. And what else do we have? So it has app for the Apple phones as well as the Android phones. And on the side it says Falcon. So this is not listed on Banggood.com. It's listed as 1808 as the brand. So what do we have here? It's a folding drone. It has altitude hold. I'm going to come to that if it's if you are new to drones. It's a smart to follow. I think it's like it has a app function that it will follow you. Then this is a headless mode. I will explain that as well. Optical flow sensor. This is for stabilization so that it will stay on one location over the ground when it's hovering. Then it's a key return. It's like a one press key return. Unless it's a GPS drone, this is not going to work. It just basically what it does is it will come back. Once you press this button, it will come back the way it took off from. Doesn't always, and you have to stop it when it's like close near you. It has dual cameras, one in the front and then one looking down for the optical flow. And this one I purchased had 2 batteries. It was the deal. So far so good. Let's open it up and see what is inside. Here is the software instructions. This is for the app. The app name is HFun. I think I used it with one of my other drones before. So basically you scan one of these QR codes using your phone, and it will take you to the app store, and then you will download it. And this is the operation manual, basically user manual to tell you how to set up your drone, how to charge the battery, and how to fly it. Even if you don't know how to fly it, it will show what the controller does, each button on it. All right, first impressions. It is a cute little, nice looking drone. Just compared to my previous review on the Vizio XS809 HW, this is smaller. Let me unfold it for you. So you can see the size in my hands. This is definitely a bit smaller than that one, and feels about the same weight, but it's a little smaller. But the fit and finish, the quality of the plastic definitely feels better, especially this top part. It is nice, shiny white plastic. I specifically selected not the black, the white, because most of the drones these days are like a black or something. So here is the drone, and it has like a little feet on the bottom. Here's the controller. Right, this is the correct way. And I'm assuming this is for opening it up and putting your cell phone, so that your cell phone will fit here in that holder. This is the right stick, left stick, on-off button, and there is something which has like a little markings, almost like a inch or centimeter scale or something like that. Maybe this is for trimming, I'm not sure. Maybe for trimming. And then there is a photo and video button on this side. This is for, let me focus it for you. The stop, it may be an emergency stop. And then according to the 3 seconds, I'm not sure this is the headless mode maybe. We'll figure it out. And it takes, I believe, 3 AA batteries. Let's open this up. Correct, 3 AA batteries for this one. So in terms of material, this feels cheap compared to the drone itself. The transmitter is not that great. I mean, it feels okay in my hands, but it feels... The gimbals is like elasticy feel, like rubbery feel instead of like a nice flowing, smooth feel. It's like a rubbery feel. So what else do we have? So we have a bag of goodies. I'm assuming this is going to have, most of these drones come with a similar package. It's going to contain the charger for the battery that connects to a USB port on your computer or on an adapter, and then a little handy dandy mini Phillips screwdriver in case you need to remove the props, like for replacement. And they usually give you 4 props, a full set, but I think they skimped on it and they only gave 2. And this is B and this is A. So one of each type. By the way, each drone, when you're flying quadcopters, each drone has 2 sets of different propellers. If you look here at the angle of this one, in order to push the air down, this propeller has to rotate this way. And if you look, this one, this is like a mirror image of this. If you look to the profile, it is the mirror image. So this one has to turn counterclockwise while this is turning clockwise. And the diagonal one from this one will be turning the same as this one. So this will be turning clockwise as well, as you can see from the profile. In order to push, scoop the air this way and then push it down, it has to turn clockwise. And again, this will be turning counterclockwise. And they gave you one of each type, and they say A and B. If you ever crash and your drone and break these, make sure that you are replacing it with the correct one. Otherwise, as soon as you hit the throttle, it's probably going to flip and go down. Because instead of pushing the air down, it will be pushing it up on one of the props that you just replaced. And here is the additional battery. As I mentioned, I ordered the 2 battery version. They usually come 1, 2, or 3, sometimes 4. And it's always worth getting at least a second battery, if not 3, because that way you can extend your time. If you are not close to an outlet or USB charger, on the field, you'll extend your flight time if you have multiple batteries. All right, let's look a little closer to this drone. So looking at the front, this has 2 LEDs. This is very common. These may be white LEDs, just telling you it's the front of the drone so that you don't lose orientation. There's a camera, and on my version, it is 1080p camera. One good thing about this one, it has a second camera. You can see it here. This camera is downward facing. You cannot change the angle like you can do in the front facing camera. This is by the way manually changed, not via the remote. More expensive drones have that capability, you can change it. And it doesn't have a gimbal, so no image stabilization. If it's shaking, if the propeller is making vibrations, it's going to be shown on your images and on your video. On the video it's called jello, so it will be kind of like vibrating. And then this camera is looking down and then making sure that if it is seeing a feature down there, and if it's drifting, it will bring that feature back. So it's called the optical flow positioning. So one property that I read on the description is you can switch between these cameras. So when you're flying and you want to take a picture, just looking down, you can switch and take a picture or video of this one and then switch back to this one via the app. And what else? Do we have anything else? So again, foldable arms. These are brush motors, not brushless. Most probably there will be gearing. So you can see this is the brush motor that has been installed horizontally. If I open this up, you will see like a gearing that just the gear connects to the prop at a 90-degree angle. There is a power button on top. The battery's in the back. It's a modular battery. It's good and bad at the same time. You cannot just buy any battery. You have to buy this proprietary battery. The good thing is it just slides in and out very easily. This goes in and clicks. Do we have an SD card slot? No, we don't. So that was one thing I had on the Vizio drone that I recently reviewed, and this doesn't have that. It's a shame because it would have been perfect if there was one. What you gain by having a micro SD card slot is you can directly save your videos and photos directly on it and don't rely on the transmission of those to your phone. If you are using your phone to record video, most of the time what happens is you may have dropped frames, you may have some deterioration of the videos. So micro SD card, you don't get that, but this doesn't have one. I mean, it has a slot over here. You can see that some versions are probably going to have or already have those, but there's nothing behind that. So there is no micro SD card slot. It's too bad, but I mean, I wasn't expecting that anyway. The description didn't mention that, and also the price. Price was so cheap that I wasn't expecting that. So what else do we have in the box? The last pieces in the box are the prop guards. So if you are planning to fly this drone indoors, it may be worth putting these on. So they click on like this, very, very simple. So you just press these in. So that's, as you can see, that there are like two little holes and this section, this little pin. So this matches to the prop guard. You just press those in and they come in place. They click in place. Here we go. I'm not going to put all of them, but this is what it looks like. When you are flying outside, I do not recommend these, because if you just get in a tree, these may catch one of the branches and then it will be an ornament on the tree probably. All right, what is next? I'm going to charge the batteries and I'll be back.